Shalom, shalom, shalom. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I hope you got a little bit of word in. Hope you got your prayer in, because our walk with Yah is always to be better. Now, I just recently listened to a video of my brother Closer to Yah Ministries in reference to love. Love is the key. And as I listened to it, a lot of things was playing in my mind. Do the places, these brands that you attend on a weekly basis, or how often you attend these services to feel good, do they truly love you? You gotta ask yourself that. Do they truly love you? Are they teaching you the things that does not violate the covenant of the Most High Yah, that does not violate the instructions, the statutes, the ordinance, the precepts of the Most High Yah, or violate the very walk that our Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach, walked? You got to ask yourself that. Are they teaching you the very things that you need to know to ensure that you're walking accurately? Because they all want to teach you or give you feel-good messages. Feel-good messages. But there's no meat on the bone. Nothing. It's just dry. It'll make you feel good for the moment that you're there, but you go right back into warfare when you leave. For example, and this is going to be directed to women and men. Under the instructions of the Most High, there are things that we cannot do to enter His temple. Regardless of what place you're choosing to go worship, there are things that we must be aware of so that you do not violate His instructions. For example, women, that when you're on a cycle, by law, you cannot enter the temple because you're considered to be unclean at that time. But yet, no one in these brands teach you those things. So you'll find yourself up in the church during that time of separation. It's written for you to be separated 7 days so that you can be clean when you come back into His temple, when you come back into His place of worship. It also tells us that you cannot touch anything that's holy during that time frame. But yet, these brands put money over God, money over Yah, and will still have you breaking the covenant and the instructions by you violating the law. In the old covenant that we call the old, but it's the still current covenant, that was something that could cause death. Same thing for men. If you went out and did something wrong, you had some issue of blistering, if you had the drips, whatever, it would be wrong for you to go into the temple. You will be considered unclean. According to Scripture, you will have to be away from the temple 7 days. You can't touch nothing that is holy. You'll be in violation of His instructions. It also goes on to tell anything that that woman sits upon or lay upon cannot be touched by man. Being that he's the spiritual head, he will be considered unclean. And if a man is having an issue of blood, if he's having an issue of something coming out of him, Anything he touches or lay upon has to be washed and clean. Any person that touches it have to go and wash themselves and be clean until evening. They will not be able to enter a place of worship until evening. Yeah, I know there's a lot of y'all out there that like to go and smash before going to the place of worship. But you're going, when you do that, you're going in the place of worship unclean. That's disrespectful to the Messiah and to the Most High. Because it also tells us any semen that comes out of the body, everything has to be washed. Whatever you lay it upon, it needs to be washed. Your body needs to be washed. The women need to bathe. Then you will be unclean until evening before you can even touch the scrolls. Before you can even go back into the temple. Are they teaching you these things? We must understand our walk. That's why he says, study to show yourself approved. You have to be further and more beyond these scribes and the Pharisees. According to Torah, a Pharisee is a separatist. You look at these brands today, they are separating you from the ways of the Most High and giving you their traditions. It's something to think about. Always study to show yourself approved. Find the hidden lies in which they cover in Torah. You have to dig deep when searching for the truth to make sure your walk with the Most High and with Mashiach is clean and pure. Also, these people know that we don't even supposed to be touching any type of swine. But yet, they know that men love grooming, so on and so on. And what do? They make your wave brush out of boar's hair. You brushing your hair with swine. Then you have the women using your brushes and they brushing their hair with swine. You brushing your beards with swine. These people don't care about you. They don't love you. They're not walking in Torah. They're not walking in truth. It's not life for them. To understand his truth, you have to walk it. You have people that are sitting in these pulpits that has never experienced the Ruach, the Spirit of the Most High Yah. But they will act as if they have been. They will do anything they can to make you come out of your pockets. Anything. Will the Most High tell you to sin? When the Messiah came on this earth, did he tell you to sin against his Father? No, he didn't. If you love me, you would do the will of my Father. You would do the will of my Father. Think about that. The Most High said, honor my commandments. Do the will of my Father. Who is my brother? Who is my mother? Who is my sister? Those who do the will of my Father. And what is the will of his Father? Torah. Shalom.